Alrighty, welcome back, my fellow cryptids and indie enthusiasts, to the Chupacabra's lair, and today we're jumping back into the wonderful world of game jams with the Easter Egg Game Jam. A lovely jam hosted on the brand spanking new Gamejolt game jam platform, which makes it really easy for different folks to set up and host a lovely game jam. And the focus here is on Easter eggs. Obviously, it is the Easter Egg Game Jam, and the whole crux or anchor of the Easter Egg Game Jam are two particular definitions of Easter egg. Number one being, of course, the hard-boiled egg that is dyed and often decorated as part of the Easter celebration, and number two, an unexpected or undocumented feature in a piece of computer software on a DVD included as a joke or as a bonus. So these are our two sort of categories from which the indie developers have been encouraged to create a fantastic game. So we have, as of the closing of the entries on Monday evening, around 39 awesome games to check out. I encourage everyone to hit the description and start thumbing through all of these, and I think I'll do around maybe 2 to 3 videos on the jam before we head off and take care of more stuff. Alrighty, the first game we're going to check out is Space Eggs Must Die by Neon Arcade. It's a nice little simple sort of puzzler game set in some sort of weird space-time and LSD trippy space where you have to combine 3 primary colors with 3 primary colors of eggs to create a desired extra color that you mix and match in order to acquire points. You have the ability to swap between your 3 colors or hit E to switch back to white in case you flub up the color and have to reset the egg that you're trying to get in order to get more points. And of course, periodically the desired color changes, so you gotta keep mixing and matching and just trucking along before the time runs out, so you get all the points you possibly can. I really like this game. It's got a very simple art. I mean, you don't really need anything too fantastic to represent eggs at the end of the day. There's pretty good music in the background. The only thing that I was particularly annoyed by is the color tends to change when I'm in the middle of trying to combo as many points as I can for one particular color, and then I end up flubbing half the board with green eggs or orange eggs, and I really want like magenta eggs or maybe plaid eggs. So maybe adding a sound to indicate that the color has changed, and I think we'd be set to go. Well, very nice game. Keep up the good work, Mr. Arcade. After Space Eggs is Meh by Brafok. This is actually probably one of my favorite games I've found so far. Not for any other reason other than this is some sort of homicidal bunny on a rampage to stop all these nasty people from stealing his eggs that kind of look like watermelon slices. But I don't question, I just run around with blood flying off of my flappy bunny jowls, running all these weird people down and keeping them from stealing them over and over and over again. I mean, I gotta say, I dig the art style. It does a pretty nice job with all the little pixely effects. There's not a lot of detail, but you know, you don't need it in an 8-bit setting, and just a lot of little 8-bit blood splashes and knocking people over into a shower of little red pixels is hilarious. I had endless fun and shared this one with practically everybody. However, I do have a few things that were kind of annoying. So as you can see on the screen, it does encourage you to use the arrow keys in order to move about. The problem here is that something about the game does not properly take control of your arrow keys when you click on it, so you end up scrolling the page up and down as your bunny goes up and down the screen. But the good news is that Brafok was good enough to put in mouse support, so you can just twizzle your mouse around the screen to control your bunny. It's a little less accurate, a little harder to run people over, but it does a pretty nice job. That and maybe add some sound, and I think you got a pretty fantastic game. I mean, you could even make this bunny an obvious zombie trying to start the Easter apocalypse. Very nice job, sir. After Meh, we have Dying Eggs by Andre Dari, a lovely 3D made game in Unity that you're in a very sparse Spartan apartment, and you're going to dye some lovely eggs. It's got a pretty nice environment. You're stuck in your chair. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon. And what the heck, let's dye some eggs. You hit the number keys in no particular order in order to dye the various eggs, and you're done. You've got your Easter eggs, and you can huck them at traffic to have a fantastic weekend. Only thing I might do is maybe add some sort of interaction with the environment. I could certainly see like a scavenger hunt sort of event, like, oh man, I wish I could make like a dyed egg that's like yellow, but what do I have in my house that's yellow? Oh, I have a highlighter pen in my office. I could go walk over to my desk. You know, maybe investigate this 3D room that you've built here. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, otherwise, maybe just make it clear that the eggs are number keys other than the readme txt, or you could even just make it so you have some sort of reticle and you could just click on the eggs to dye them various color combinations as you click on them. They could just be randomly interspersed. But otherwise, it's a nice game. It's got some good 3D environment, good sound. Keep up the good work. After dyeing eggs, we have Easter Geyser, and I've got to say, this has got to be definitely my favorite so far that I've seen, and I've only checked out about 12 of them so far, but I really like this one. Easter Geyser is the tale of saving eggs on Easter. You have to direct these wobbling, dancing eggs to their magical dye packets to help out the Easter Bunny. But be careful how far you fling that sucker, because if you fling these eggs too far in there, they'll explode into a shower of gory bits. And that was a little bit more graphic than I had at first anticipated with this game, but it's pretty good. So your geysers have two functions. They can either just pump out water, a nice gentle glug, or you can do a quick fizzle and shoot them way up into the air really quickly, in case you need to get like really up high. And so your goal is to eventually reach those magical packets as I was speaking before, and avoid various obstacles, mostly height, and also some spikes. And, of course, switching direction and making sure your egg doesn't go last minute off the edge of a cliff. Requires precise timing and offers a nice little challenge, and it's kind of fun. I really like this one. Only things that I feel need to be refined, where the frame rate can drop a little bit if you kill too many eggs too quickly when you're first starting out. I had that problem and had to reload the page. And, what else was it? Oh yes, and some of the controls can be a wee bit touchy. Maybe add a larger window of opportunity between just quick clicking of a geyser and then holding it down for a nice controlled glug of water in a spout. Because sometimes you can just quickly tap the arrow and you'll wanting a quick spout and it'll just glug. You'll have to wait a few moments and restart completely. Otherwise, I really like this game. It's got boatloads of levels, boatloads of challenges, spikes, enemies, different obstacles and terrain. Very nice job. This was, of course, by Zakru, a lovely indie developer. Very nice job. Keep up the good work, sir. Last but not least, we have a lovely throwback to the Flappy Bird Jam that our dear friend Ivan Palmatieri hosted, is Easter Egg Bird by CKJ. And this is, of course, a lovely reimagining of the Flappy Bird game with chocolate and egg-related background as if it's some sort of Easter Mario game, and you have to fly through this wonderful, tumultuous forest of chocolate to reach the other side. And I mean, I gotta say, this is probably the most realistic in-game chocolate I have ever seen in an 8-bit world. I literally almost went upstairs to eat a chocolate bar. I mean, it's pretty realistic. The background art is splendid, it's very crisp, clear, and very fun and happy and bright. The color palette is fantastic. There's a very lovely soundtrack in the background. The only thing that I might change about that is maybe up the sound for the bird flapping, because it's kind of hard to tell when that sound goes off. The controls are pretty standard. You know, they're very maddening in the very Flappy Bird way. It's very true to that. Some of them can be a little bit hinky when you first load up. Maybe give me a couple seconds of floating bird in the air to start clicking away so that I don't immediately die and have to spam click upon resetting, and I think we're good to go. It's a very lovely game. Very nice job, Mr. CKJ. Well, thank you for joining me, everybody, for checking out these first 5 awesome games for the Easter Egg Jam, the first of hopefully many great games on the new Gamejolt platform. And don't forget to check out Jupiter Hadley's channel. She does a lot of great playthroughs and will undoubtedly play most, if not all, of these lovely 39 games submitted for the Easter Egg Game Jam. I have, of course, been Larry the Chupacabra. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps me out a lot, and I will catch you next time. Toodaloo!